there's something that stands out about Hollywood, it's how quickly fortunes can change. One moment, you're at the pinnacle of fame, the face adored by millions, the name on every marquee. But what happened when these shining talents faced the ultimate roadblock? Today, we are diving into the tragic fates of 10 legendary Hollywood actors, their dreams halted by heartbreaking circumstances. Number 1. James Dean. Few actors have left such a lasting impact with so little time as James. In the 1950s, he represented the ultimate blend of youth, charisma, and rebellion, skyrocketing to fame with films like Rebel Without a Cause and East of Eden. His career was on an unstoppable trajectory. Then, on a fateful day in 1955, at just 24, Dean's life ended in a car crash that shocked the world. His Porsche Spyder collided with another vehicle on a California highway, killing him almost instantly. The sudden loss rendered Hollywood and his fan base speechless. Dean never got to experience the longevity of a career his talent promised. Instead, he became the eternal symbol of what might have been. His untimely death immortalized him as a cultural icon, but it left behind an aching sense of unfinished brilliance. Number 2. Tyrone Power. By the mid-20th century, Tyrone was Hollywood royalty. Known for his dashing looks and performances in The Mark of Zorro and Witness for the Prosecution, he was one of the era's most bankable stars. In 1958, while filming Solomon and Sheba in Spain, Power collapsed during a grueling sword fight scene. Tragically, he suffered a fatal heart attack at 44, a devastating loss for the industry. Power's co-star recalled how his final moments were spent giving his all on set, emphasizing his dedication as an artist. His death sent waves of mourning through Hollywood, as he'd only just begun to shift into more complex dramatic roles. Power's legacy still shines as a reminder of the fragility of success and life itself. Number 3. Montgomery Clift. Montgomery was a dazzling talent, a brooding counterpoint to Hollywood's rugged leading men. Starring in films like A Place in the Sun and From Here to Eternity, Clift's performances encapsulated vulnerability and depth. But in 1956, a near-fatal car accident changed everything. The crash shattered his face, leading to reconstructive surgeries and a visible change in his appearance. Though he continued acting, Clift struggled with physical pain, addiction, and depression. By 1966, at just 45, he was gone, his heart no match for the toll his demons had taken. He remains a haunting figure, a man who burned brightly but whose light was extinguished far too early. Number 4. John Garfield. A Hollywood rebel, before it was cool, John captured hearts in the 1930s and 40s, with roles in The Postman Always Rings Twice and Humoresque. However, his career and health collapsed under the pressure of being blacklisted during the Red Scare. Accusations of communist ties incessantly dogged Garfield despite his denials. In 1952, at 39, Garfield suffered a heart attack that some speculate was brought on by the stress of professional exile. This was an untimely demise for an actor whose raw talent had challenged the idea of the Hollywood male lead. His name became a cautionary tale of how politics could destroy lives. Number 5. Robert Walker. Robert's haunting performance in Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train cemented him as a star who could deliver intensity and depth like few others. His portrayal of the psychopathic Bruno Anthony is widely regarded as one of the finest villains in movie history. However, Walker's glowing career was at odds with the turmoil behind the scenes. His personal life was turbulent, marked by profound emotional challenges. Walker struggled with alcoholism, depression, and the fallout from his divorce from actress Jennifer Jones, who left him for the powerhouse producer David O. Selznick. These battles often interfered with his professional life, creating tensions on set and among studio executives. In 1951, at just 32 years old, Walker's life came to a tragic end when his psychiatrist administered sedatives to calm him during an emotional instability episode. The combination of drugs caused a fatal reaction, resulting in his untimely death. Walker, who had barely begun fulfilling his potential, left the industry reflecting on a career that sadly had stories left to tell. His death is a melancholic reminder that even performers with remarkable talent can't outrun the pressures of fame and personal struggles. Hollywood lost a star who, given the chance, might have defined the future of cinema. Number 6. George Reeves. For television audiences in the 1950s, George was the ultimate symbol of heroism as the title character in Adventures of Superman. He inspired children and captivated adults with his charm and larger-than-life portrayal of the Man of Steel. But as Reeves became synonymous with Superman, his career opportunities outside the role dwindled. He grew to resent the typecasting that prevented him from exploring more diverse characters. Insiders noted that Reeves felt trapped, unable to break out of the shadow of his most famous role. Despite the adoration of his fans, the actor often expressed discontent with his career's trajectory. In 1959, Reeves was found dead in his home from a gunshot wound under mysterious circumstances. While the official ruling was suicide, rumors of foul play have persisted, with many questioning the conflicting reports surrounding his death. Reeves's passing at age 45 remains one of Hollywood's enduring mysteries. His story not only sheds light on the darker side of fame, but also highlights the emotional toll of being adored by viewers and yet deeply unfulfilled by personal and professional aspirations. Reeves remains a tragic reminder that even Hollywood's heroes are not invincible. Number 7. Rudolph Valentino. Rudolph was Hollywood's first megastar heartthrob, earning him the moniker The Sheik after his breakout role in the silent film of the same name. His chiseled good looks and magnetic performances in hits like Blood and Sand made him an international sensation, with legions of fans swooning over his every move on screen. Valentino's fame defined the roaring 1920s, and his influence extended far beyond his acting into fashion, dance, and culture. Yet behind the glamorous image lay a man often overwhelmed by the pressures of his stardom and regarded as one of the first celebrities to navigate the pitfalls of obsessive fan culture. In 1926, Valentino's life was tragically cut short at just 31 due to complications following surgery for a perforated ulcer. His sudden passing sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, sparking riots at his funeral as thousands of devastated fans fought to catch a final glimpse of their idol. The sheer hysteria surrounding his death underscored the profound impact he had made in his brief career. Valentino's untimely demise transformed him into an eternal symbol of Hollywood's golden age, cementing his status as the quintessential star whose light burned out far too soon. Number 8. Philip Ober. While Philip Ober may not have achieved leading man status, his contributions to Hollywood as a dependable character actor left an indelible mark. His stern demeanor made him the perfect foil in films like North by Northwest, where he played the suspicious Lester Townsend, and his appearances on television drew admiration for his versatility. Ober was recognized by insiders as an actor who brought professionalism and depth to every project he touched, regardless of the size of his role. Yet, despite his steady body of work, Ober's personal and professional struggles kept him from ascending higher in the industry. In 1982, Ober passed away at the age of 77, having suffered a series of setbacks that affected his later career. He spent much of his final years away from the spotlight, leaving behind a quieter legacy compared to the leading lights of his era. Ober's story reflects the fate of many actors who never reached household name status, but contributed immensely to Hollywood's golden years. His journey serves as a reminder of the unsung heroes behind many memorable cinematic moments and the quiet heartbreaks that often go unnoticed in the entertainment world. Number 9. Carole Lombard. Though Carole is widely celebrated as one of Hollywood's finest comedic actresses, her untimely death at the height of her fame stunned the entertainment industry. Married to Clark Gable, the king of Hollywood himself, Lombard's sharp wit, beauty, and performances in classics like My Man Godfrey and To Be or Not to Be endeared her to audiences and critics alike. In 1942, while returning from a war bond rally, Lombard's plane tragically crashed in Nevada, killing all on board, including the actress, who was just 33 years old. The loss devastated Gable, who reportedly never recovered emotionally from her death. Lombard's passing also shook Hollywood, cutting short what could have been an even greater legacy. While her life ended in tragedy, her memory lives on as the golden era's beloved queen of screwball comedy and as a star who made an impact far beyond the screen. Lombard remains an enduring symbol of Hollywood's fragility, where even the brightest stars are not immune to the unpredictabilities of fate. Number 10. Jean Harlow. Jean, often called the blonde bombshell, became the embodiment of sex appeal and glamour in 1930s Hollywood. Films like Platinum Blonde and Bombshell catapulted her to stardom, earning her a devoted fan base. Harlow's playful personality and natural charisma transformed her into one of the most bankable stars of her time. However, beneath the surface of her success, her life was marked by personal loss, health struggles, and the grueling demands of stardom. Harlow's career was on a meteoric rise, with many predicting she would dominate Hollywood for years to come. Tragically, Harlow's career was cut short when she died in 1937 at just 26 from kidney failure. Her death left her fans and colleagues reeling, and Hollywood lost one of its brightest young stars in her prime. Despite her short life, Harlow's unforgettable presence and groundbreaking legacy continue to influence Hollywood and pop culture to this day. Her story serves as a heartbreaking reminder that fame and fortune cannot shield stars from the fragility of life. Hollywood is a place where dreams are made, but it's also where those dreams can dissolve into heartbreak. These actors left behind an extraordinary legacy, even as their lives were cut short. But the story doesn't end here. Click on the next video to explore other Hollywood actors who battled mental health struggles. Let's continue uncovering the stories that remind us how even the brightest stars face their own battles.